Hi, do you have a thicket, a meadow, or a field, and you are trying to start a garden or a kitchen garden with as less effort as possible? If yes, then that video is for you. Just recently, we bought a new land, and you see you have a lot of grass all over my land. In a place exactly where I want to start my new garden. Obviously, I do not want to dig the soil and try to remove all these perennial roots because it would be very difficult and most likely not even possible. So what to do? First of all, you need to cut your grass as low as possible to ensure that you only have roots and a little bit on the top. The next step is to put something thick on the top. In this situation, I have a piece of old floor cover, as you see, but you can put anything what you find. Here I have a piece of some plastic material, also some old advertisement. You can also buy a special material in agricultural shop, but you can also use your old carpets or cardboard boxes from Amazon or wherever you buy your deliveries. So finding the material to cover your soil is probably the most difficult part of it all. Once you find, you just leave it there for several months. I will show now what happened in my case when I put it in November and now is April. But generally the best way is to leave it for a year or at least a full season from early spring until late autumn. You can spend this time instead of gardening directly, planning your future garden, what is going to be where, researching where is the best condition for your plants to grow. So that's probably even time-saving experiment for you, even though you will start planting a year later. I'm sure it will give you best results if you spend all this time researching what and how you need to do. So now, several months down the line, let's see what happened. Well, first of all, you see that right next to the border, you still have a layer of plants of about 20 centimeters, which is still weak, but it's still growing pretty well. What it means that you need to make sure that when you cover the soil, the size of it is about 20 centimeters bigger on each side. And if you, look what it, look, I didn't even find, look what I have. Anyway, but if you have several pieces to cover, you don't cover them like this. You have to ensure that there is at least 20 centimeters overlap in between on all sides in order to prevent growth of your perennial very strong weeds. So let's see again. Here, once you remove your cover, you see that there is still some new plants growing, although some are already very dry and dying. You can see several places where you can get the soil, not everywhere yet, but maybe here. Here it's a little bit more difficult, but you can still get to the soil much easier. So in my situation, I will just leave it for a few more months. Now right here on the right, where there was no cover, you see how thick the grass is. You cannot even get to the soil, and trying to dig this soil would be a lot of effort. Yes, so let's just wait a little bit more and do it without any effort.